Let's get our guest speaker up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think he's in Houston today. I didn't get a chance to chat with him earlier, but boy, I tell you, I'm so excited about what he's going to come with today after that word. Let me give you a little insight for those that don't know him. He's been ACM for quite a few years. And I tell you what, he got started at Applebee's. He came over to the United States and said, I can make more money talking than flipping these doggone hamburgers and not get burned and scald and all this grease on me at night. I'm out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something else about him. October 27th of this year will be his 12th year anniversary in ACN. His 12th anniversary is coming up October 27th. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Mr. Shakeel Cooper, Regional Vice President.
Time is moving, but I'm excited to be on this call today as always. It's always an opportunity to share, my journey, my stories with you guys and the things I've been able to learn throughout 12 years of doing this business, just 12. I've never done anything this long in my life, 12 years, So just imagine being able to start a business when you're young and go out there and just build something big. So for me, getting a chance to get involved in this ACN opportunity, what it did for me is what it taught me a lot about business, but more importantly, it taught me a lot about life. And I just been able to take all the things that I've learned throughout my journey of doing this business and go out there and do amazing things and help a lot of people. So I put together some tips today for you guys, but I do want to thank you again, Mr. Thomas, for having me on this call. You're a phenomenal leader. It's always a blessing to have someone like you in my life, but more importantly, you have been able to show people the way and be able to help people still to this day where, you can be traveling the world, kick your feet up on the beaches, but instead, you choose to stay here and help others get the same lifestyle if they work hard and they work hard and they work hard, because it's not easy, but guess what? It is worth it. So I put together a few tips for you guys to grow a successful business going into the fall. As you guys know, summer is almost over. And what I understood is that in this business, there's seasons. Summertime, most people, they want to travel, they want to vacation, they want to kick their feet up, the kids are home. So, for some reason, some people tend to mentally take their mindset off of the business in the summertime. I don't know why, but hey, it happens, right? So what I understood was that business start to take off in the fall time. But for the people that worked all summer, those are going to be the people that have a successful fall and have a successful winter. Because I always understood is that you got to work the business seasons to seasons, because you got to understand that during certain seasons, some people are going to take their foot off the gas, and that's not going to give you the opportunity for you to go out there and outwork those individuals and build your business. So the first thing I want to talk about is set clear goals. Know what you want, new signups, more customers, team growth, and break it into a weekly target. How many people you guys want to recruit a week? How many customers you want to get a week? Break down your goals, but I would just set clear goals, and I would set at least a 90-day goal. Do it 90 days. Say for the next 90 days, I'm going to lock in, I'm going to do what I got to do, but you want to write it down. Just lock in for the next 90 days and watch how your business change. Number two, post consistently. You want to show your lifestyle, product, and behind the scenes and the different things in the business. You got to get good at social media. That's just all what it comes down to. You got to get good at social media. See, I've been studying social media for many, many years. And, people are like, man, how are you still, relevant to this day? Because I use social media. Now I'm getting to the point now where all my videos that I'm posting is doing 10,000 views. It's like I'm consistently posting all the time because I understood it that it's all about attention. As long as people keep seeing you, guess what? It's only a matter of time before they come and want to do business with you. So if you're not posting consistently on social media, what are you doing? It's the easiest tool that we have to build a business, and people don't want to use it. Most people, they rather sit on Facebook all day and watch drama and what everybody else got going on. But you can be using social media to build your business, to market yourself, right? Talk to new people daily. That's number three. Talk to new people daily. Reach out to about 5 to 10 new people daily, and don't overthink it. Just keep it natural. See, listen, if you're a person, let's say you work out, you got high energy, you're a people's person, and when you go out, guess what? People are naturally going to just want to talk to you. I never understood why people said talking to people was hard. It's just that, you know, people don't want to talk to you. Maybe it's just you. You ever thought about that? You ever thought that, it's just you? Because what I understood is that for me, it's easy to talk to people. Listen, any age, background, listen, when I'm out, I can just have a conversation with anybody. And people just love talking to me for whatever reason. So you want to get good at just talking to new people. Number four, follow up. Most people won't say yes the first time. You got to stay in touch and check on them. And that's with any business. I don't care what you're selling. You got to follow up. People going to say, hey, I'm going to sign up tomorrow. No, they not. You got to follow up with them. They might follow with them 4 or 5 times before they sign up. That's just how people are. Stop trying to recreate the wheel. So once I understood is that the name of the game is all about the fortunes and the follow up. Oh, I just keep following up. But more importantly, keep doing the work, because if you keep doing the work, eventually they're going to get involved with you, right? Number one, two, three, four, five. Use the holidays. Offer deals. Say, hey, you guys get started today. You get a $25 gift card to Applebee's, or just be creative. I'm not telling you to go out there and spend hundreds of dollars and do things, but if someone got 20 new points for the week, what's the 2 for 20 at Applebee's? Be creative. That's what it's about. It's all about being creative. When we was doing the business, we used to have power hours and we was just super creative. Who got the most calls, who got the most customers, and that's how we grow our business. You got to be creative. And with the holiday season coming up, no better chance than to be creative. Why? Because guess what? People, you understand that September, October, November, it's holidays every single month. How can you work through the holidays and build a successful business going into the next what? Tax season. You gotta understand that there are seasons in the business. See, there's time in the business where I know, listen, things might be a little bit of slow. But then I know, oh, business is gonna pick up because it's all about the seasons. When you've been doing this business for a while, you understand that it's all about the seasons, and you don't really trip out when you're not in massive momentum, because not everyone is always going to be in big momentum, right? You're going to have some slow seasons, but guess what? As long as you continue to build a business, every season is a good season, because slow motion is better than no motion. I'd rather make some money than no money. So again, you guys can go out there and make it happen. Do one thing that I like is like hosting calls, do Zoom calls, weekly calls. If you're in the same city, if the majority of your team is in the same city, you guys should get together at least twice a month, every 2 weeks. I'm not telling you get together every week, but if it's a bunch of you guys in the same city, it should be no reason why you guys are not working together. Even if you guys are other legs of business, you guys should work together, because what I understood is that people want to be a part of something big. They don't know the difference that you're in this line of business, this line of business. They just see a bunch of people working together. So they just want to be a part of it. So we got to get back to just working as a unit, because at the end of the day, we look better together with more people. Just look at it. When I first got started, they just saw a bunch of young people just on social media, you know, like just having fun. They didn't know what was going on. They just knew that those young people having a ball making money, and they want to be a part of it. They didn't know who made money off of who, and they don't know all the technicalities. They just knew that people was working together, having fun, and having the ball. So again, you want to get back to that, and the reason why you want to get back to that, because that's what's going to help you grow the environment. This is why people go to networking events. Just think about how you feel when you go to a networking event. We have the opportunity where we can host networking events. Let's get some cookies, some light snacks, and, share the opportunity. And then, hang around for another 45 minutes, and talk to people and get to know people, instead of just having a regular presentation and as soon as it's over, everybody go home. You didn't even take time to build that rapport. You didn't take time to know that person. We've had people that, they was on a fence when, the event was over, and then they stuck around for a little while. And it was like, you know what? I actually like this group of people. And then they signed up. Don't be such in a rush to get people out of the environment, because the environment is going to be the thing that get them locked in, and then the events is going to be that keep them. As long as people stay in the events, 9 times out of 10 they're going to stick around long term. But if they don't go to any of the events, they're going to lose the motivation. They're going to lose the drive. They're going to lose all of those things that we used over the years to help maintain and grow our business. From there, the next tip that I'll give you guys is you want to plug into a winning team, meaning that you want to plug into the system, because the system is the winning team. The system works for everybody. The system, the system, the system. What is the system? Save yourself time, energy, and money. How do you build a system? You want to position your business to where as though it's going to grow without you. Because if your business is all about you, then you don't have a business. You have a you. See, in order to grow a business, you got to have other people going out there making money. Other people out there growing the business. Other people out there doing everything that you would normally do, and now you're making money because you taught someone else how to do. Just think about your job, right? Your boss is they there? No, they're not. They taught someone else. Then they taught a manager. Then they taught the assistant manager. Then they taught the supervisor, and then it goes all the way down to you. It's a system. You just can't call the owner of Walmart and talk to Mr. Walmart. You just can't do it. You got to talk to customer service. Then they're gonna see this. It's a chain of command. So what I understood is that this business is no different than any other business. It's just you got to find your system that works. Because I understood that all we do is acquire customers, help new people get in and get customers, and help people go to the events to do what? Get more customers and to get more customer getters. That's all that we do. Listen, keep it super simple. Stop complicating it. The business is simple. It's super simple. But you know what's hard? Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Most people they don't want to do it over and over again. But I promise you, once you start doing it, guess what? Now you got 100 people doing it. Then maybe 1,000 people, and that's how it grows. But it all start off with one person. Who's that one person? You. You are the person. You are the system. So whatever you do is what you're going to duplicate. So again, if you want to duplicate the right system, you got to just do it. You got to do the work. You can't run from the work. You can't cheat the work either. A lot of people, you can't cheat the work. It just doesn't work. You got to go out there and make it happen. And for me, again, it's just following these simple things over the years. And I don't do anything special. I just do the simple system over and over. It's all about consistency. If you just do a little something every single day before you look up, you're going to get the result that you want. And I learned that that's for anything that you do. As long as you apply it and you do it over time. I was just thinking the other day, August 1st made it a year since I started with my trainer. So I had a trainer for an entire year, literally an entire year. And I'm like, man, who would have ever thought in 1 year I'm like an athlete now. Last year I didn't know what I was doing in the gym. I was playing around. Now I'm lifting 225. I'm doing all kind. I'm like, bro, I don't even play sports. But I'm like an athlete now. Why? Because of 1 year of just consistently training, waking up 4 some in the morning, going to the gym. And it's just like I just kept doing it over and over, just boring, boring, boring. And I did it for an entire year and I seen the results. So now nobody can tell me that, you know, they can't do something for a year straight and not get no results. It's impossible to do something for a year and not get results. I didn't cheat. I ate right. This, what people they'll pay a trainer to work out and then they'll still not show up. They'll still eat what they want to eat. They won't be disciplined and then they'll turn around and say, "Oh, it was the trainer's fault." No, it was your fault. It all comes down to you. They're expert at what they do. If they have the result already and you don't have the results, what are you doing different than them? If you just do what they do, you'll have what they have. It's just like wealthy people. If you do what wealthy people do and you pick up on their habits, one day you can become wealthy. Wealthy people do what? They wake up in the morning. Wealthy people what? They work every day. Wealthy people, they write down their goals. It's like it's a system. But most people, they try to recreate the wheel. They try to do it on their own and say, you know what, I'm gonna try this way. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just do what the rich people do. And eventually one day when I look up, hey, I'll be just like them. So again, do what the people do that has what you want. And then guess what? You're gonna get the result, but who knows when you're gonna get it? And that's the question that everybody always want to know. When is it gonna happen? It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. It can happen 2 years from now, it can happen 10 years. But guess what? Life is still going to move on. And guess what? You're still going to be 10 years older and you're still going to be 2 years older. Why not be 2 years or 10 years older and be in a better position so that you can help other people and help your family at the same time? So, it's going to be a long month. This is just a warm up. I just want to get you guys' mindset right. But it's always good to get on these calls and just share, different tips and tricks that I've learned over my years. And it still helped me to this day. So hopefully you guys were able to get something today. And I look forward to being on this call for the rest of August with you guys. And I thank you again, Mr. Thomas, for having me on the call.